Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another day here in paradise. I am very, very excited for this STI. From here on out, it's all fun. We get to reassemble the car, get it all back to how it should be. Doors on, doors assembled with all the glass and everything. Got to go to a glass shop and have the windshield, the rear window, and then the quarter glass. We got to get all of that installed. We got to get the wide body kit back on with the hidden hardware, which I'm so freaking stoked for. We got to fix a few things that we messed up in our paint job, some runs and whatnot here and there. And then we move on to mods. You guys see all those boxes? Those are all parts for the hatch. Boxes back there, those are all parts for the hatch. We have so many mods for this thing already that have been just sitting around, which I'm very stoked for. Before we start putting this thing back together, I kind of want to go over everything that I messed up with the car, and also I want to talk about how much it costs, so bear with me. Granted, this was my very first paint job. I would rate it like a 9.8 out of 10. There's a few runs in the paint. There's some right up on this pillar right here, which we could leave and I probably would never notice them, but while we have the doors off, I'm gonna go take care of those. And then there was some in the roof. We can always take care of those later on. If you look very, very closely, you can see some tiny, tiny dings still on the roof. And I know it's not gonna show on camera. So that being my first time ever doing any sort of body work, overall, I'm happy with how it turned out. I do know it could be better. That's about it for the chassis of the car. Like I said, overall, for my first paint job, I cannot be more excited and pleased with how it turned out. Now, we missed a few dents in other panels. Thankfully, I know a lot of good PDR guys. Spokane Dent Repair was just here and he absolutely killed Bobby's fender. It looks like it never happened. So we have a dent in one of the doors. I think it may be in this door here. We can easily get that PDR'd out. Thankfully, PDR is a thing, because if not, we'd have to respray it. And then there was a dent in the hatch as well, right up top somewhere. I think it's right in this area. It's very, very small, but still, I want to get it pulled out. And then of course, other panels have a few runs here and there. There's nothing crazy. Fiberglass panels, there's still some pinholes here and there, but overall, man, I'm stoked. I learned so much in this process. I think it was a lot of fun, and well, it was a lot of work. I'm sure I'll do it again. If it was a non-wide body car and a non-resprayed the jams type of respray, it'd go so much faster. Now let's discuss how much money this paint job cost me. I added it up this morning when I was back at the house, looked at all of the freaking credit card statements. The price of materials alone, so that'd have been paint, so the white paint, clear coat, the sealer, and then of course stuff like sandpaper, the 3M panel bond for when we did the hidden hardware, that was like $60 or something for that. All the activators, reducers, so much material. And at first I was like, yeah, it's probably like $1,000. After I added this up, the total amount for all of the materials, $2,410 is how much we spent on materials. Rip to my phone. It's how much we spent on materials for the hatch paint job. A lot of money, and it's not even the highest quality paint in the world. It's good, it's really, really good, but it's not like high-end paint. High-end paint would have been much more expensive. That did not include the paint gun we bought. That was $600 or $700, and then the paint booth as well, which was $900. So all in all, it was probably like, including those two things, about $4 grand. I do know to have this car painted at, like, let's say Bobby's dad's shop, to do all the work that we did, the hidden hardware, the full disassembly, respray the jams, it probably would have been a $15,000 to $18,000 paint job. Granted, they would probably do it better than what I did. They wouldn't have runs and stuff we'd have to take care of, but still, we saved a lot of money doing it ourselves. And in my opinion, the most important thing is all the knowledge that I've learned. So in the future, it's gonna go much easier, much quicker. So before we start throwing on the doors and the hatch and all those random odds and ends, let's go ahead and try and take care of some of these runs. The paint is still fairly soft. It's not obviously like sticky or tacky whatsoever. Like, we're not gonna leave fingerprints in it like we did last night, but it's still fairly soft enough to where we should be able to knock these runs down very, very simple and very easily. So I'm gonna grab some, probably 1,000 or maybe 1,500 even. I'll knock them down with that. And then I'll probably move to 2,000 and then just polish out the 2,000. Stuff like in the door jamb, I'm not super concerned with like I am on the roof. We're still gonna take care of them. let's see how perfect we can get it. I just don't want to burn through. There's 3 right in this one area. I really must have hosed this pillar down. Hopefully we don't burn through. If we burn through, we got bigger issues. Honestly, after messing with some of these runs, I'm gonna wait probably another at least 24 hours. They're still so soft to where like fingernail leaves an imprint in it. So we can easily take care of those with the door on the car. Let's go ahead and move on to that. We got to start hanging up all the doors. Kind of scared and nervous to do it myself, but we should be able to get them on hopefully without messing any of our gorgeous paint up. Hopefully you don't scratch it or dent it. All right, my friends, first 2 doors are on. This thing is gonna look so sick. We're gonna have to wait a while before we do any sort of vinyl work on this. So these window frames are supposed to be black, and I'm probably gonna wrap them black again. And then I'm highly contemplating wrapping the roof black. We'll figure that out later on. Either way, this paint has to cure for, I would say, at least 30 days before we do any sort of ceramic coating or waxes or vinyl wraps. Before we trap the solvents in the paint, it's all gotta be fully cured. That looks so freaking nice. Dang. I'm gonna go ahead and just get both of these doors fully assembled. Probably everything except for the door panels. I need to get the door panels completely cleaned up, but all the seals, the window tracks, the window itself, I'll probably end up pulling this tint off. It's pretty easy to do while it's outside the car. And then I think I might buff the windows just to make sure we don't have any sort of water spots or water staining on the glass before we get it installed. I think that'd be a good idea. Of course, it's really tempting to just haul ass, get this car completely back together just to like see it done. But I want to do it right, so I'm gonna take my time. So the tint was pretty scratched up and kind of just purplish, faded looking. We got the tint off. Now we are stuck with all this glue. So the best way to get the glue off, if you don't want to have a tint shop do it professionally and properly, little trick I've learned. Where's my Windex? I need to go grab more. But spray Windex on. We're gonna let that Windex soak in for about 5 minutes, and then you can grab a brand new razor blade and scrape all the glue off. I need to get more Windex and more razor blades real quick.
DSW shoe, and I wanted to know if you want me to look for shoes for you.
If you find a pair that are decent, then pick them up.
Do you like these?
Those are pretty fire. How much are they?
$65.
Miles a cop.
Okay, honey, you can't just agree on the first pair. There's a plain black pair like this.
Get the all blacks. Those are fire.
You like the all blacks?
Yes.
Okay, what size are you?
I don't know. Let me look.
Look at your shoe, honey. Uh-oh, they might not have...
Size 11!
What?
I'm a size 11.
Oh, they do. They have it. Okay.
Bang, bang, chicka cam. All right, gotta get back to work now.
Okay, bye, honey.
Okay, thank you. Love you. Bye.
Love you too. Bye.
I do not know why I'm going down this route of perfection. Why do I have to do this? Why can't I just install the damn window how it is? Anyways, we got the window perfect, as you can see.